Good morning, students. Today, let us discuss combination of resistors. Combination of resistors. You know that a resistor is represented with a symbol like this. If I join one resistor to other resistor like this, such a combination of resistors is called series combination. Such a combination of resistors is called series combination. This combination is connected to a cell of EMF E. This combination is connected to a cell of EMF E. Let R1 is the resistance of the first resistor, R2 is the resistance of second resistor, R3 is the resistance of third resistor. Here this is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal. EMF of the cell is E or epsilon. From this cell, conventional current is going like this. Let I is the conventional current passing through the circuit. In series combination, the same current will pass through all the three resistors. And if you find the potential difference between these two ends, let it be V1. Potential difference between the ends of the second resistor as V2. Potential difference between the ends of the third resistor as V3. Clearly, in series combination, I is constant. Whatever EMF E or V you applied, which is divided at the three resistors, that means applied voltage V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Individually, the same current I is passing through each resistor. If I apply Ohm's law here, voltage across the first resistor is equal to IR1. Voltage across the second resistor is IR2. Voltage across the third resistor is IR3. If I combine them, V1 plus V2 plus V3 is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. This is nothing but V. I of R1 plus R2 plus R3. V is nothing but applied voltage. Applied voltage can be written as current into combination of the three resistors gives an effective resistance, R effective. So applied voltage must be equal to the total current into effective resistance. That is equal to I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. I gets cancelled. R effective in series combination is given by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Very, very important part. In series combination, effective resistance is given by R effective is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Suppose only two resistors are there, means R effective is equal to R1 plus R2. If n resistors are there, means this is for two resistors. For n resistors, R effective is equal to R1 plus R2 plus etc. Rn. If you observe the series combination of capacitors and series combination of resistors, in series combination of capacitors, 1 by C effective is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 is the formula. Whereas in series combination of resistors, R effective is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 is the formula. The second combination is the parallel combination. The second combination is the parallel combination. Let us see. parallel combination of resistors. In series combination, the same current is passing through all the three resistors. In parallel combination, what will happen? You just see, this is the first resistor, second resistor, the third resistor. Its resistance is R1, its resistance is R2, its resistance is R3. All the three resistors are connected to positive terminal of the battery like this. All the three resistors are connected to the negative terminal of the battery like this. This is battery positive, battery negative. Voltage applied across the battery is V. So conventional current what is passing is I. The same I is coming like this. Here the current finds three ways to follow. So this current gets into three parts, I1 plus I2 plus I3. Here current gets divided. Whereas the potential difference between any resistor is the same as the potential difference across the terminals of the battery. So everywhere we will find the same potential. So in parallel combination, voltage is constant. In series combination, current is constant. In parallel combination, voltage is constant. Here, current is getting divided as I1 plus I2 plus I3. Current is getting divided as I1 plus I2 plus I3. Individually, if I apply Ohm's law here, voltage is equal to current I1 is passing through R1. So I1 R1. Similarly, V is equal to at second resistor I2 R2. At the third resistors, V is equal to I3 R3. I2 R2. I3 R3. From here, I1 value can be written as V by R1. From here, I2 value can be written as V by R2. From here, I3 value can be written as V by R3. Let us substitute these values here. I is equal to, in the place of I1, I can write V by R1, V by R2, V by R3. What is I? Total current passing through the circuit. According to Ohm's law, total voltage is V. If I consider the combination of the three resistors, the effective resistance can be taken as R effective like this. Then here you can take V as common, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. V and V gets cancelled. 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. This is the effective resistance in parallel combination. This is the effective resistance in parallel combination. If only two resistors are there, if only two resistors are there, then effective resistance 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. If you take LCM, R1 R2 is the LCM, R2 plus R1. Therefore, R effective can be written as R1 R2 by R1 plus R2 in case of parallel combination. For two resistors, if there are n resistors, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus etc. 1 by Rn. So this is the parallel combination of resistors. In parallel combination, current is getting divided into three parts. In series combination, voltage is getting divided into three parts. So in this way, we have to find the effective resistance in series combination and parallel combination. Let us do one problem related to this. Combination of resistors. Suppose there are three resistors. All the three resistors are identical in magnitude, But here one wire is connected like this, here one more wire is connected like this. So this terminal is named as A, this terminal is named as B. This is the question. You are asked to find R effective between the terminals A and B is equal to question mark. In order to solve this problem, first of all we should understand whether the given three resistors are in series combination or parallel combination. Without these two connecting wires, we may easily identify that all the three resistors are in series. But due to the presence of these connecting wires, we have to understand whether they are in series or parallel. How to do it? Let me give some names to these terminals. Let this terminal is X. Let this terminal is Y. Let this terminal is Z. Let this terminal is P, like that. Now, if I redraw the circuit, terminal A is connected with X. From X, between X and Y we have a resistor. So there is a resistor between X and Y. So Y is here. Between X and Z there is no resistor. So directly there is a wire. There is a wire connecting X and Z. Between Y and Z there is a resistor of resistance R. Similarly, between Z and P there is a resistor of resistance R. Suppose here is P. Between Y and P there is no resistor. It is connected like this. So this terminal is B. If you observe clearly, all the three resistors are parallel to each other. They are not in series combination. All the three resistors are parallel to each other. If you observe clearly, the second terminal of this resistor and this resistor, they are connected to B. The first terminal of this resistor, the first terminal of this resistor, the first terminal of this resistor is connected to A. So clearly all the three resistors are in parallel. So three resistors are in parallel combination. In parallel combination. Hence 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. All are identical. So R effective is equal to R by 3. This is the answer. Very simple solution we find here. The only thing is we need to redraw the structure of the given problem and we should identify whether the three resistors are in series or parallel. Based on that, we have to do the effective resistance calculation. Thank you. Now, one more problem. The question is like this. Here is a cube-like arrangement of resistors. Cube-like arrangement of resistors. So every side of the cube is provided with one resistor. So totally how many resistors are there? So on the upper face 4, on the lower face 4, on the four sides 4. Total 12 resistors are there. All the resistors are having identical resistance R. All the resistors are having identical resistance R. current is entering from this terminal A and it is leaving out from the terminal B. Let it be B. The same current is leaving out. Now the question is, we need to find the effective resistance between A and B. We need to find the effective resistance R effective between A and B. Question. How to do this problem? Again here we should understand whether the resistors are in series or parallel. For that purpose we need to redraw the diagram. If you observe clearly, I is the current passing towards the point A. Here the current finds three different paths. Into this path I by 3 will go, into this path I by 3 will go, into this path I by 3 will go. Why? All the three resistors are identical. As the resistors are identical and it finds three ways, so 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 division will happen. Now the current which reaches this point, again it finds two paths. So half of this, that means I by 6 will go to this branch. Again I by 6 will go to this branch. Again whatever current coming here, it found two ways. I by 3 is coming towards this junction. So I by 6 will go, I by 6 will go. Again whatever current coming in this I3, it finds two paths. In this path I by 6 will go, in this path I by 6 will go. So through this branch I by 6 is coming, through this branch I by 6 is coming. So combined I by 3 will go through this resistor. Through this branch I by 6 is coming, through this branch I by 6 is coming. So combine those two, I by 3 is going through this branch. I by 6 is coming like this, I by 6 is coming like this. So I by 3 will go like this. Again at B, I by 3 is coming, I by 3 is coming, I by 3 is coming. They will join together to become I. So this is the division of current. From this division of current, if you rearrange the circuit, from terminal A, current find three paths. This is first path, this is second path, this is third path. Okay, all the three paths like this. Let me give some names for this cube. Here A is there, here B is there. Let me write C, D, E, F, G. If you observe clearly, towards A, I is the current coming. It found three paths. One path is going to C, another path is going to E, another path is going to F. So C, E, F, C, E, F. All the three terminals are at same potential, so I can join them. Now, whatever current coming towards F, it find again two paths. So one is reaching G, another one is reaching some H. So whatever current coming towards F is finding two paths. Again current coming to C, they are meeting at, current coming to C is finding two paths. One is going towards D, another one is going towards H. So two wires I am drawing. Again coming to E, it is finding two paths. One is towards D, another one is towards G. So yeah, two more wires are there. Now where they are meeting? From E, they are meeting at D and G. So DG. From F, G and H. So H is the terminal. From C, D and H. So that is the meeting point. Again from H, G and D. If you observe, I by 3 is going towards B. From H, I by 3 is going towards B. I by 3 is going towards B. So they are meeting at B through 3 resistors. So overall, all the corners are mentioned here: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. C, D, E, F, G, H. So we can imagine this cubical arrangement of resistors in this form. All resistors are identical. Here the 3 resistors are in which combination? Parallel combination. Effective resistance is 1 by R is equal to 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R. That is nothing but 3 by R. So R effective is equal to R by 3. So you will have R by 3 here. You will have R by 3 here as effective resistance. As 3 resistors are there, R by 3 is the effective resistance. Here 6 resistors are there. So R by 6 is the effective resistance. Now R by 3, R by 6 and R by 3 are in series combination. R effective between A and B is given by R by 3 plus R by 6 plus R by 3. So if you take LCM as 6, so you will get 2R plus R plus 2R, 5R by 6. That is the required answer. So in this way, any kind of distribution of resistors can be simplified to get the required result. The only thing you should understand is current is dividing into 3 branches. So this point C, this point E, this point F. C, E, F, all are at same potential. Again from F 2 currents are going, I by 6, I by 6. Again from C 2 currents are going. Again from E 2 currents are going. They are all at same potential. All are meeting at D, G, H. And finally they are meeting at B. So effective resistance can be found by using this procedure. So this is a simple way of finding effective resistance of combination of resistors. So likewise there are so many problems in our book, we will solve based on that. Now let us go to combination of cells. Now let us go to combination of cells. So far we discussed combination of resistors. Now let us discuss combination of cells. Combination of cells. You know that the symbol of a cell is like this, having positive terminal and negative terminal. Every cell is having some internal resistance. Internal resistance is represented with R. Its EMF is represented either with V or with epsilon. So epsilon is the EMF of the cell, R is the internal resistance of the cell, that is the symbol of cell. We can combine the cells in series combination to get a battery. In series combination, what will be the effective EMF and what will be the effective internal resistance of the combination? Now let us discuss. So let me take the series combination of 3 cells like this. This is the first cell, this is the second cell, this is the third cell. Series combination means the negative terminal of the first cell is joined with the positive terminal of the second cell. The negative terminal of the second cell is joined with the positive terminal of third cell, like this. In series combination, same current will pass through the cells. Current will not be divided like in resistors series combination. So while cell is in discharging state, current passes from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal. So I is the direction of current and strength of current, like this. The same current is passing through all the 3 resistors. So its EMF is epsilon 1, its internal resistance is R1, its EMF is epsilon 2, internal resistance is R2, its EMF is epsilon 3, internal resistance is R3. Now I would like to find the effective EMF of the combination and effective resistance of the combination. So let me name these terminals as A and B. Let me name these terminals as A and B. How to do this? Otherwise you can name another terminal here as C also. Otherwise leave it, no problem. I want to find the effective EMF of the combination. How to do? Let me take one more point C here. Potential difference between, you can take one more letter D here, no problem. A and D are representing the terminals of first cell. D and C are representing the terminals of second cell. C and B are representing the terminals of the third cell. I need VAD, VA minus VD. Potential difference is E1 minus IR1. As the cell is discharging, the terminal potential difference, the potential difference between the two ends, yesterday in the last class we discussed, E minus IR will be the terminal potential difference while the cell is discharging. While cell is charging, potential difference is E plus IR. While cell is discharging, E minus IR. Potential difference between D and C, VD minus VC. What is the potential difference? E2 minus IR2. Potential difference between C and B, VC minus VB, E3 minus IR3. If I combine all these three, what will happen? DD gets cancelled, CC gets cancelled, only you are left with VA minus VB. On adding, VA minus VB is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 minus I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. VAB minus VA minus VB. VAB means VA minus VB. Nothing but the potential difference between the two ends of the combination. If the combination is having effective EMF like this, the combination is having the same current to pass through, so I can write. I should write effective internal resistance as R effective. So if I equate these two, E effective minus R effective is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 minus I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now R effective is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. E effective is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 in series combination. In series combination. In series combination, E effective or E equivalent is given by E1 plus E2 plus E3. Now, if all the cells are in identical structure, if there are n identical cells, n identical cells connected in series, what will happen? Effective EMF of the combination is identical cells means epsilon plus epsilon plus epsilon plus etc. epsilon n times. So it is given by n epsilon. Similarly, R effective is equal to R plus R plus R plus R etc. n times. NR be the effective resistance of the effective internal resistance of the combination of n identical cells. Effective internal resistance of combination of n identical cells. Now, here we should have a note. What is that note? Note. In series combination, suppose first cell is like this, EMF is E1, internal resistance is R1, which is connected with another cell in reverse way, like this. Its EMF is R2, resistance is R2. Instead of joining the negative terminal with the positive terminal, I connected it in a wrong way. What will be the effective EMF now? In series combination, generally we take E1 plus E2, but as it is in reverse connection, I should take effective EMF is E1 minus E2. What about R effective? R effective? R effective will be still R1 plus R2. How do you know this? Same procedure we have to follow. You should take it point A, B, C. VA minus VB. What will be the value? VA minus VB. E1 minus IR1. Same current is passing through them. What is VB minus VC? VB minus VC. VB minus VC means here it is connected in reverse way, therefore I should take minus E2 minus IR2. On adding these two, VA minus VC is equal to E1 minus E2 minus I into R1 plus R2. Therefore, effective EMF is E1 minus E2, effective resistance is R1 plus R2. Effective EMF is E1 minus E2, effective resistance is R1 plus R2. In examples or in problems, generally they will give, if there are, this is note number 1, note number 2. If there are n identical cells connected in series such that m cells of them were connected in wrong way. Wrong way in the sense, instead of connecting negative terminal to the positive terminal, they are connecting like this. So there are how many cells? N cells are there. In n cells, m cells were connected in a wrong way. Clearly m is less than n. M is less than n. What will be the effective EMF of the combination and what will be the effective resistance of the combination? R effective. In some books they are giving R equivalent. Definitely how many cells are there? N cells are there. NR will be the answer. Each cell is having EMF E and internal resistance R. Each cell is having EMF E and internal resistance R. So R equivalent will be NR. Then what about effective EMF or equivalent EMF? How to calculate? Here only one cell is connected in reverse way. Therefore, cell in correct way minus cell in wrong way. How many cells are in correct way? N cells are in correct way. So effective EMF is NE in correct order. M cells are in wrong way. ME will be in the opposite order. We may think like this. M epsilon will be in the wrong order. But it will not be the effective resistance here, effective EMF here. What happens? In case of identical cells, E1 is equal to E2. Effective EMF will become 0. That means EMF of one cell is nullified by other cell. Here n identical cells you are joining. Among the n cells, m cells are connected in reverse way. These m cells will nullify the EMF of other m cells. So totally we should subtract 2m. Every mth cell is nullifying one more cell's EMF. So m cells are nullifying m cells EMF. Totally 2m cells EMF will be 0. So answer will be n minus 2m into. So you should remember these formulae while doing sums. Once again I am telling you, there are n identical cells. N identical cells are connected in series, but among n cells, m cells are connected in reverse way. Every cell which is connected in reverse way is nullifying one more cell's EMF. Therefore, one reverse ordered cell nullifies two cells EMF. That's why m cells are connected in wrong way means they are going to decrease 2m cells EMF from the total effective EMF of the combination. If n cells are in proper order, Ne will be the effective EMF. But m cells are in reverse way. M cells are nullifying one more set of m cells EMF. Total 2m cells EMF has to be reduced from the actual EMF of the combination. So that will be the answer for the given note. So you should note these values while doing problems. Now let us see parallel combination of cells. Now let us see parallel combination of cells. Now let us see parallel combination of cells. Cells in parallel combination. Suppose let me take two cells. They were connected parallel to each other. Parallel to each other means all positive terminals are joined to one point, all negative terminals are joined to another point. Okay? Suppose they are connected to A, these are connected to B. This is having EMF internal resistance like this, it is having EMF E2 and internal resistance R2 like this, positive joined with each other, negative joined with each other. Such a combination is called parallel combination of cells. In parallel combination of cells, I would like to find the effective EMF and effective resistance. You know that the current provided by the first cell is I1, current provided by the second cell is I2, the net current in the circuit is I. You know that as it is discharging, the potential difference between these two ends is E1 minus I1 R1. The potential difference between these two ends E2 minus I2 R2. As they are in parallel combination, the potential difference between the two ends, because they are connected to A and B, nothing but VAB, VA minus V2. The potential difference individually given by the first one and the second one must be equal. This is one idea we have. And one more idea, the current is I1 coming from the first cell, I2 coming from the second cell are joining together to become I. So I is equal to I1 plus I2. I is equal to I1 plus I2. Now, let me substitute I1 value and I2 value from this combination. Let this potential difference is V for some time. So if you take these two, V is equal to E1 minus I1 R1. So I1 R1 is equal to E1 minus V. I1 is equal to E1 minus V by R1. Similarly, I2 is equal to E2 minus V by R2. So let me substitute. I1 is equal to E1 minus V by R1. E1 minus V by R1 plus E2 minus V by R2 is equal to I. I means the total current. When you talk about total current, equivalent EMF minus potential difference by equivalent EMF or effective EMF or effective resistance. You can write like this. So E effective minus V by R effective. It can be written like this: E effective by R effective minus V by R effective on the left hand side. On the right hand side, E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V by R1 minus V by R2. Then E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. How to simplify this? One by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equal to 1 by R effective. We know that in parallel combination. You can write it as E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus V of 1 by R effective. So this and this gets cancelled. So E effective by R effective is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. R effective means 1 by R effective is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So you can write R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. 6. Let me substitute it here. E effective is equal to R effective means R1 R2 by R1 plus R2 into, if I take LCM, R1 R2 will be the LCM, E1 R2 plus E2 R1. This and this gets cancelled. So effective EMF in this combination is E1 R2 E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. E1 R2 plus E2 R1 by R1 plus R2. This will be the effective EMF of the combination. If identical cells are joined here in parallel, so what will happen? If n identical cells are connected in series, in parallel. So 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus like that, 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus etc. 1 by R, how many times? N times. So N by R is 1 by R effective. R effective will be R by N. What about E effective? E effective. How to calculate? For N cells, E effective by R effective is equal to, you can use this formula. E by R plus etc. E by R n times. So Ne by R, E effective by R effective value R by N we calculated. N gets cancelled, RR get cancelled. In parallel combination, E effective will be E only. So whenever we join 4 or 5 cells in parallel combination, effective EMF is the EMF of a single cell. Effective EMF is the EMF of single cell. Suppose if I connect 2 volts, 2 volts, 2 volts battery like this in parallel, then E effective is 2 volts only. E effective is 2 volts only. If I join 2 volts, 3 volts, 4 volts, whichever is greater, the greater value will be the effective EMF in parallel combination. In series combination, EMF value gets increases according to the relation what we discussed. In parallel combination, whichever is greater, that will be the EMF. If all are identical, individual value will be the effective EMF of the combination. Thank you.